Good morning, everyone. And it's Friday, right? Man, how nice. What a day, what a day, what a day. You can see actually no coffee today right now. Already had it. It was really quite nice. Let me fix my printer here. Doing a little printing work. So anyhow, hope your Friday's going well. Thank you for watching, of course, these video series as we're going on, and we're continuing to talk about running. So, we've talked about getting started and warm up and pace change and some speed work. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about breathing. Now, breathing is really important because breathing certainly affects pace and breathing affects capacity. If you are controlling your breath, you can have a greater capacity to handle things. If you lose control of your breath, your capacity goes down. One of the most simple things is like hyperventilation. If you're hyperventilating, you've lost control of your breath and your capacity to function diminishes rapidly. Now, just like hyperventilation, the way you kind of fix that is they say, breathe into a bag, get you to exhale. When you're running, the focus of the breath needs to be the exhale. Now here at Leapfrog, I believe in coaching basically 4 types of breathing. So 4 different ways to breathe, 4 different things to do. Now granted, we breathe 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, nonstop since we're born, and we don't think about most of those breaths. So it takes a little bit of time to get into the habit of doing these things. But you have your normal breath, how you breathe every day. There's a time and a place when you're running just to breathe without thinking about it. You have what I consider to be the medium effort breath. And this is breathing from your diaphragm, your abdominal wall. This type of breathing is when you inhale, your belly goes out. And as you exhale, you use those muscles of your abdominal wall and you pull your belly towards your spine. It becomes a longer, slower breath. You take a nice inhale, belly goes out, take a nice exhale, pull the belly to spine. Great breathing, so many reasons why. We'll get into that in another video. Third type of breath that I like is a short, sharp breath. For more of an exhale matching foot strike, it's more of a power breath where it's a if you've had children, you may recognize it more of kind of a Le Mans type of a breath. So you have that. And then the fourth type of breath, is a nice sigh. A nice sigh, which also has a place in running. So, although we breathe every day, there's times and places where you breathe differently. Although you may run, there are different paces. There are pace change. Although we stand every day, there are different postures. These are the things that we like to incorporate here at Leapfrog to help you become a more efficient runner. We look at them as different tools in the toolbox. It's my job as a coach to give you a bunch of different tools so that when you're running, you can say, hey, if something doesn't feel right, can I change my posture? Can I change my breath? Can I change my pace? All these things are going to make you more efficient, not only in the little distance, but over the greater distances, greater and greater and greater. And that's the beauty of run fundamentals. When you get hammered on the fundamentals, you'll PR at every distance. If you spend your time focusing on speed work and you only do a little bit of speed work, you may PR on the 5K, but that same speed work may not help you on the marathon as much. So, by the way, I'm not saying don't do speed work for the marathon, just so people know. I'm just saying that you need to have something that's going to be a fundamental that can be applied equally amongst all distances. And that's what we do. So, when you think about these breaths that we're talking about, go through the day and practice them. Obviously, regular breathing is pretty easy to practice, right? You do it all the time or you pass out, you die. So, regular breath, piece of cake. That belly breathing, inhale belly out, exhale belly to spine, believe it or not, you do that almost every night when you go to bed at night. So, they used to call it Bible breathing. If you lay flat on your back and just breathe, and you put a book on your belly, you're going to realize that when you inhale, the book rises, and when you exhale, the book falls. It's natural. We don't do it every day because we sit most of the time. And when we're sitting, most of us have poor posture when we're sitting, so we end up being a chest breather. But the reality is it's very natural for us to belly breathe. Sighing, we all sigh. A lot of times though we sigh like just in a stressful situation or like, ugh, more of that depressing sigh. I want you to sigh a happy sigh, because it helps. If you take a big inhale, nice little pause, and an open mouth sigh, man, you're accomplishing a lot of stuff. And once again, we'll get into that in the video coming up. And that short, sharp exhale matching foot strike, it's a very similar breath if you're lifting. You know, when your body exerts power, if you're pushing weight up, you'll find yourself exhaling. So it's a similar type of breath. So these are things you can start to practice. So that's the video for today. An awful lot of talk about air. Thank you much for watching the video. As always, please share, like, subscribe, comment. I always appreciate it. Have a great Friday. Have a good run, good workout, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.